If you're scrolling, stop. This is the moment everything changed. Because a single dad veteran, a man everyone thought was invisible, leaned in and kissed a millionaire woman in the middle of a crowded street, and that one kiss didn't just save her life. It revealed who he truly was. If you're watching this, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because this story will stay with you long after it ends. The night began with rain, the kind that makes the whole city look like it's reflecting its own sorrow. Amelia Hartwell, a young tech millionaire with a soft smile and a heart she guarded too tightly, stepped out of her sleek black car. She was running late for a charity gala, the first event she'd attended in months after dealing quietly with threats, rumors, and the weight of being too successful, too visible, and a woman in an arena full of predators. But no one knew that behind her confidence was a fear she could never say out loud. On the opposite corner of the street, Aiden Cole stood with a paper bag of groceries and an umbrella too small for the storm. A single dad, a veteran, one of those faces people pass every day without noticing the quiet storms he carries. Life had put him through battles no uniform could ever describe, battles with war, battles with loss, battles with raising a 10-year-old girl who believed her father was a superhero, even on days he felt like nothing at all. He was supposed to be job hunting tonight, but instead he had stopped to pick up soup and medicine for his daughter, Lily, who waited at home burning with a fever. His life and Amelia's were never supposed to cross. But fate loves impossible intersections. Amelia stepped onto the sidewalk, gripping her clutch tightly. She didn't notice the tall man in a gray coat walking far too close behind her. She didn't notice his hand sliding into his pocket, not for a wallet but for something far more dangerous. She didn't notice the fear her driver tried to warn her about until it was already too late. But Aiden noticed everything. Instincts honed from years in uniform triggered faster than thought. One glance, one calculation, one silent understanding that the woman ahead of him was seconds away from being grabbed, or worse. And then Aiden did something unexpected, something reckless, unbelievable, and completely unforgettable. He ran toward Amelia, dropped the grocery bag to the ground, grabbed her by the waist and kissed her, not out of romance, not out of desire, but because he knew dangerous men hated witnesses, hated public displays, hated unexpected interruptions that shifted their target's mindset from walking alone to not alone. Amelia gasped into the kiss, frozen in shock, but the man following her jerked his hand back and instantly turned away into the alley, disappearing like a shadow caught in a spotlight. The moment stretched, suspended in the rain. Aiden pulled back slowly, breath unsteady, his voice rough as he whispered, "I'm sorry, that man behind you, he was going for you. I had to make him retreat." Amelia blinked, confusion and fear spinning together. You just saved my life." People around them had stopped, stunned by the scene, a soaked soldier-like man, a shocked millionaire woman, the rain falling like silver threads around them. Aiden tried to walk away before she asked questions, but Amelia grabbed his arm. "Wait, who are you?" he almost said. "No one." It was his usual answer. But something in her eyes, something raw, something needing truth, stopped him. "I'm Aiden," he said. "Just a dad trying to get home to his kid. Just a dad. Just a veteran. Just someone the world forgot to notice." But Amelia didn't let go. She insisted he come with her to a safer area, insisted on helping replace the groceries he dropped, insisted on thanking him properly. And despite being on the edge of breaking from exhaustion, Aiden reluctantly agreed. They sat inside her car as the rain hammered the roof. She offered him a warm towel, an apology for the shock, and a soft smile that seemed to hide stories of her own. "What were you doing out alone with someone following you?" he asked gently. Amelia hesitated. For the first time, she shared what she had kept silent for months, the online threats, the man who claimed she owed him, the fear of walking alone. Her wealth made headlines, but her fear stayed quiet. Aiden's jaw tightened. "You should report this. And you shouldn't walk alone until he's caught." Amelia watched him, really watched him, noticing the scars on his knuckles, the quiet strength in his posture, the tired hope in his eyes. "You're not just a dad," she said softly. "There's more to you." But Aiden kept his silence. Until the moment she offered him something unimaginable. "Stay for the gala. Just for tonight. I'll feel safer with someone like you nearby." He didn't want to. He wanted to go home to Lily. But when he checked his phone, he saw a message from Lily's babysitter, "She's asleep and stable. Take your time." And so Aiden walked into a ballroom of crystal chandeliers and glittering gowns, dressed in borrowed clothes from Amelia's driver. The millionaire and the single dad. Two worlds colliding in plain sight. But the night was far from over. Because the man who tried to follow Amelia had not left the area. He had waited, watched, and when he realized she was with Aiden, a man who moved like someone who had seen danger before, he sent a message to the gala security pretending to be an emergency contact. A false alert, a diversion, a trap. In the chaos that followed, when the lights flickered and guests panicked, Aiden grabbed Amelia's hand and pulled her through a service corridor. "Stay behind me," he ordered. "You sound like," she began. "Someone I used to be," he finished. Threats came closer. Footsteps. A voice calling Amelia's name with poison sweetness. Aiden's instincts exploded into action. He moved with precision, with quiet fury, with the kind of skill no ordinary man possessed. He disarmed the attacker in seconds. Pinned him. Called the police. Protected Amelia like someone trained to guard nations, not just strangers. And as flashing lights filled the hallway and officers took the attacker away, Amelia turned to Aiden, trembling. "Who are you?" she whispered. Aiden exhaled slowly. "I was part of Shadow Unit 9, he said quietly. "A classified branch. I protected diplomats, leaders, and then I came home and tried to live peacefully for my daughter." Her breath caught. Shadow Unit 9 was a ghost story, a rumor of elite protectors whose names were erased from history. "You kissed me," she said, voice cracking, "before you even knew my name." "I kissed you," Aiden said softly, "because I wasn't going to let anyone hurt you. Not on my watch. Not tonight. Not ever." Silence. Heavy. Emotional. Full of everything words couldn't say. And then, to his shock, she stepped closer. "You saved my life twice today. You saved me from fear I've lived with for too long." She placed her hand over his. "Let me thank you properly. Let me know you. Know your daughter. Know the man behind the hero." Aiden swallowed hard. "Amelia, I'm just a single dad trying to survive." She shook her head. "You're more than that. You're the man who ran through rain to save a stranger. The man who risked himself without hesitation. And the man who deserved to be seen." The night ended with flashing lights fading, the rain stopping, and Amelia finally stepping into safety she hadn't felt in months. Aiden walked her home, checked every corner, every shadow, every step until she was inside. Before leaving, she whispered, "Aiden, this isn't the end, right?" He hesitated. Then smiled. The first real smile in years. "No, not the end." And as he walked away under the street lamp glow, Amelia knew that one kiss, one moment, one night had revealed a truth bigger than identity. It revealed a protector. A father. A warrior. A man worth knowing. And Aiden knew something else too. For the first time in a long time. Someone had seen him. Someone who might change his life forever. If you felt this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. More powerful stories await you.